So do you ever a situation where you feel tongue-tied when talking about what you do, or just telling others about your organization? And if so, then what you need is to develop an effective elevator speech. My name is Sohl, and I'm going to talk to you tonight about using an elevator speech to capitalize on networking opportunities. So first of all, what is an elevator speech? Quite simply, it's a 30 to 60 second persuasive speech that is used to generate interest in either yourself or your organization. It has to be persuasive, it needs to incorporate a call to action, and it has to be memorable. It has to encourage the person you're talking to, it has to leave a positive impression on that person. And it's called an elevator speech because it's designed for you to envision a scenario when you encounter somebody in an elevator. You have a situation where you can actually market yourself, and you need to really get across your main points and the time it takes for that person to get on and off an elevator. So obviously it has to be very, very brief. Why do you need one? Again, it's so you can capitalize on networking opportunities. The reality is you never know what situation you'll find yourself in when you get a chance to market yourself or your organization. So you want to be ready. So by really taking the time to think about what makes you unique in your skill set, unique and maybe what is unique about your organization, you will have a ready-to-go introduction that you can use at any time in any situation that will help you to just feel more confident when you're talking about yourself, and also to simply just get across your main point, so to present yourself with confidence. So when will you use a elevator speech? There are really all different types of situations where it will be effective, but a few scenarios I came up with here where you would definitely use one. First of all, like a speed networking event, that essentially is like a venue that is meant for you to have a elevator speech, and that you'll be talking to different individuals over a period of time, and so if you don't have one, you'll be at a disadvantage. Professional conferences, when you're going to be with other industry leaders, you'll have a chance either during different sessions or during lunches or dinners or over like a social setting within the conference to really get a chance to market yourself, hopefully generate interest in your skills or to promote your organization. And then just general social settings. So the reality is you never know where you're going to be. It could be at a social setting or a restaurant or a bar or a party. You may have an encounter with somebody where you get a chance to really market yourself or generate interest in your business or organization. Well, the challenge in having to develop an elevator speech, I know this is a lot of text up here, but I think this quote from Churchill really represents the challenge in having to develop one. And the fact that if we all had several minutes to talk about ourselves or our organization, we probably could do a decent job about getting across our main points. But in order to do something like that in like 30 to 60 seconds, or come up with a pitch of like a few sentences, that takes a little bit more time, reflection, and preparation. So how do you go about developing an elevator speech? If you're using one to generate interest in your organization, a great place to start is thinking about the positioning statement of your organization. So what is your company? What do they do? What is its most important claim? What makes it unique versus other competitors, and how are they successful, and why? So for example, I work here at Capital in our adult and graduate education office, and I represent our bachelor degree completion programs. So I have a chance to visit various local community colleges and attend different employment education fairs and have a lot of short interactions with students. So when I'm talking to students, I tell them, really my pitch is that Capital's adult degree program, what we provide is the private school experience, the small class sizes, the faculty who are experts in their field, who provide personal advising and mentorship. And we do all this in a variety of instructional formats. So we offer the online courses, some evening classes, hybrid courses, and it's all at a very discounted tuition rate. So they're getting the private school experience at the cost of a large public institution. And usually that generates some interest in students I'm talking to them. That usually can then engage them and talk about our specific majors that we offer within the degree. So really using a positioning statement, understanding that is a great way to start developing an elevator speech to generate interest in your company. Another reason why you would use an elevator speech, I think, is obviously to market yourself, to advance your own professional career. And so when thinking about using an elevator speech to develop your own professional opportunities, incorporating sort of the 3 Ps here. First of all, what are you passionate about? What motivates you? What are your previous experiences? And how have those experiences shaped you into who you are and make you successful? And then portable skills. What are you good at? What separates you from other individuals? So the person you're talking to they have to understand what you bring to the table and why they'll be successful as a result of your skill set. So it just takes some time and reflection to think about these ideas and generate a short elevator speech and a pitch that incorporates these three qualities. So in conclusion, it's essential that you use an elevator speech to capitalize on networking opportunities, because the reality is you just never know when you have a situation to really market yourself, or you have a situation where you can generate interest in your organization. So by taking the time to having that ready-to-go introduction, you'll present yourself with confidence, and it will alleviate a lot of the stress out of networking.